What does it mean to be a man?
I think what it means to be a man is to be accountable, is to be accountable and stand up to the mistakes you've made. It's okay to fuck up. It happens to all of us. And be open, rip yourself open, be vulnerable. I've been there, we've all been there. The benefit of doing something like that is on the other side of that usually is some sort of progress and how important that is. It's also, in my opinion, a quality of being a man is doing what you say you're going to do and taking matters into your own hands sometimes. But if you look somebody in the eye, you shake their hand, you give them a hug, or you give them your word, it's important to do it or do your best to see it through. I should have asked you earlier, can I cuss in this thing?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, because you're about to get a lot of motherfuckers right now. Watch this. Hands down, without a shadow of a doubt, the best thing about being famous is making people happy.
What's the worst thing about being famous?
You'll never hear me complain about fame. I know what the alternative is to not being famous. Fame is a blessing. I felt least comfortable in my own skin when I made the transition to Hollywood, when there was no blueprint for somebody like me, half black, half Samoan. You can't be big, you can't go to the gym, you can't call yourself The Rock. One of two things is gonna happen. You're either gonna continue to go down that road and that path and you're gonna be miserable, or the other thing that's gonna happen, you're gonna say, fuck this shit. I'm gonna be me, and we're gonna see what happens.
What never fails to make you emotional?
I could think about my babies and get emotional. I can think about my babies and hear old traditional songs from the islands, Samoan songs, Hawaiian songs. They'll get me emotional. So yeah, there are a handful of things that will get me emotional.
Where do you feel at peace?
I feel at peace when I'm somewhat isolated. And what I mean by that is my family is with me, of course, or sometimes they're not, but I'm at peace when I'm really surrounded by nothing but Mother Nature, and there's no one else around. That's when I feel at peace.
What piece of advice would you give to someone who's reckoning with a difficult past?
Well, the piece of advice I would give to somebody who's reckoning with a difficult past is that it's exactly that. It is the past, and we've all been there. We all have challenges from our past. We have demons from our past, some bigger than others. And the good news is you have an opportunity to influence and direct your future. You have an opportunity to influence your right now. And while the past that you had gone through may be challenging and difficult, may be embarrassing, you can't hide from it, you can't erase it, you can learn from it, and you can help influence other people from it too as well.
What's your name?
My name is Dwayne Johnson, also known as The Rock, La Rocca, Uncle Handsome, Sexiest Man Alive. I have a lot of names. Asshole sometimes.
What are you obsessed with right now?
That's a good question. Right now, I am obsessed with building things with my own two hands. I'm obsessed with building brands and businesses. And I'm also obsessed with being a great father and being a really great daddy to my babies and a great father to my 3 daughters. I am obsessed with that.